Hi everyone, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Tuesday the 4th of February 2020. It's a pleasure to be with you today. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to use the Archeon Tarot by Timothy Lance. And this is a deck that was recommended to me. It weaves together mythology, mysticism, and dream imagery. So it's a really lovely deck. Not the easiest if you're a beginner. Just want to show you what the cards look like. Pretty, aren't they? I think they're pretty. They're very mythical, mysterious. Okay. I'm going to shuffle the cards a couple of times to tune into the energy of Tuesday, the 4th of February. I'll then pull 3 cards to see how you can work with that energy and make the most of it. So this is for all signs of the zodiac and for anyone who's watching. If you like these videos, by the way, please share them online and hit subscribe. Oh, wow. So we have Death, which is a major arcana card, and then we have the Ace of Cups, which is the first card of the suit. So this is a gift from the universe. Ace of Cups, it's in reverse, so it has a different meaning. And then we have the Eight of Swords. You can see a woman really just tied up and not in a good situation there. Also in reverse, so that's good. So first of all, we have death. And death doesn't mean a physical death. It means cutting the scythe and releasing something. Letting go of something before you can bring in the new. I mean, in every culture on planet Earth, we have a death god or a death goddess because we realize, unfortunately, or fortunately, that it is part of our process that we have no control over. So when you're born and when you fall in love and when you die, these are all things that are outside of your control. And these are all things that are miracles. So first of all, make yourself ready for miracles today. Be open to receive a miracle and be open to see one aspect of your life fade away and wither away, to make space for something else in your life. Or you may suddenly come to the conclusion that I have been flogging a dead horse here. There's no point in continuing this. It's done. Maybe you realize that's something that you've been pumping energy into and it's only kept working because you've put it on a resuscitation machine, so to speak. Today you may realize that, doing this alone, it's already died a death and you're just keeping it alive. So what is it about you that is no longer relevant? What beliefs do you have in yourself that no longer apply? Stranger danger is very good to tell little children because they can remember it. But if you're an adult, 30-year-old adult, and you're still thinking stranger danger, then you've got a bit of a problem on your hands. Outdated views of the world, Those are recognizable, easily identified today, and you're able to let go of them. Because once you see a skull like that, death, it has a very clear physical look. We know when something is alive and we know when something is dead. There is no kind of gray area. It's either dead or alive. So expect miracles, like I said, and expect for something to end so that you can start something new. You're not being given a gift by the universe, this chalice full of love and joy. It's not being handed to you free of charge saying, oh, you just feel so wonderful, you feel amazing. Instead, the card is in reverse and the water that's in the cup kind of falls down on you. And what that means is you're not being given this boost emotionally and you're not being underpinned by some sort of loving, protective hand that's saying, you are loved, you're highly intuitive, you're special, you're safe. Instead, it says, here's all of this energy that I give you, loving energy, support. You now have the opportunity today to see something that is no longer relevant. And that can be an addiction. An addiction can be something that's not relevant in the now. It's simply the remnant of something that you decided a long time ago. Maybe 2 years ago, you decided to smoke a cigarette. Now you're still smoking cigarettes. You can decide again once you see that something is dead. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I've had this in my life. I've been in a relationship with someone and it was going well and it was going fine for a couple of months. And then one day I just looked and I just realized I'm over this. This is done now. And I knew it, and I could have either ended it right then and there, or I could have let it stagger on. I let it stagger on because earth signs like myself in astrology, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, often like the status quo and don't like to change things too much. You have the opportunity to experience this miracle of letting go of something that's really a burden to you. You're showered with this energy, and you realize that you've had this energy all along. So it's not like you're being given a gift. The gift is your ability to recognize and see that you've been given this loving energy all along, and that you have now made space in yourself to find a home to place all of this love, all of this wonderful, amazing energy that the universe is giving you. Because if you're full of negativity, imagine yourself, your torso as being a shelf or a cupboard with lots of shelves in it. And all of those shelves are currently full of negative beliefs and thoughts, so they're full of gremlins. You see one of those gremlins, you're like, I don't need him anymore. You get rid of the gremlin, and all of the loving energy that's just been pouring over you and through you because the gremlins have taken up space, now because there's one less, a little angel takes the place of the gremlin, and you see how much you are supported and you make the decision. So today is a day where you can either totally miss this opportunity or you can seize it. And the cards are saying if you want to make the most of this day, you have to make an effort and seize this opportunity. The opportunity being getting rid of something positive, replacing it with something, getting rid of something negative rather, and replacing it with something positive. And what that will result in is the opposite of the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is a woman who's been brutalized. I mean, she's naked, so they have not left her with her dignity. They've tied her up. They've tied her to this sword. Other swords are around. Usually the Eight of Swords is about not knowing, and it's about being trapped by your own negative thinking. This is not knowing and being trapped because of other people and because of the violence of other people and being put down by other people. In this deck, this has a more aggressive tone to it. And the lucky thing is that it's in reverse. So there are no negative people who make you feel stuck or in the dark. You know, when you say something and people just don't respond, they don't say yes or no or how interesting, they just say nothing and stare at you. And did you even hear me? So today, you don't have any problems via other people, possibly because you recognize it at the beginning of the day, who's going to be a problem in your life today. So another person, or you recognize the negative belief in yourself that is going to create a negative day for you today. So because this is the beginning, you immediately recognize that through these two cards. You realize that you're wasting this loving energy because you have no space inside of yourself. You see the day and you're like, okay, I have to speak with James today. I am going to put an end to that. Or I have to go into a situation where I have to present for a job interview, and I realize that at job interviews I often say the wrong thing because I get so nervous and I stutter. You become fully aware of that, you're like, I've gone for 10 job interviews. I'm tired of going on job interviews, and I'm tired of getting so nervous that I mess up the interviews for myself. So today I recognize that within myself. I'm going to cut that off today because it's not serving me, and I recognize it. Instead of listening to my own anxiety about job interviews, I'm going to let the loving, unconditional love of the universe come into me, take place of my own thoughts and beliefs, and I'm going to have trust and faith that this is going to turn out the way it's supposed to turn out. So I'm handing over the responsibility. I'm getting at it with a greater sense of ease and calm because I recognize the part I play in not getting the job. And today, you're likely going to be sick of that and say, do you know what? I actually want the end goal. So whatever I need to get rid of, I'm going to get rid of that. If it's me being overly friendly or, not having my work prepared or not being able to answer jobs in the not being able to answer historical questions in a job interview, then you take that on board. And next time you say, I'm not going to fall in any of these traps today. I'm going to cut that away. I'm going to absorb the love. And then I am free, I'm liberated, I'm powerful. I see things for what they are. Other people do not have power over me. I am free. And in fact, if anything, I can work with others and I can lead other people. Because a lot of people are going to be in their minds today and they're going to feel stuck and they're going to feel like, I don't know what to get rid of and what to bring in. I'm confused. But you, because you're connected on a watery, emotional, inner child level, naturally, because this is at the center of the reading today, pouring on you. And we got this space creation at the beginning, space within yourself. You have this wonderful, unconditional love compass that you can kind of refer to, and it's always going to put you in the right direction. So other people, there's no conflict. You get what you want. It's really likely that you get what you want and that you're able to even push a little bit to influence someone else's decision. So job interviews, asking for loans, asking a family member to do something for you, working with other people on a group project, making decisions which other times you don't feel qualified to make. All of those things today are easy and wonderful for you because of this combination of cards. And really, because you make space within yourself, you realize that you're not the be-all and end-all. And because of that, because you humble yourself a little bit, you are given this divine, amazing, powerful knowledge which completely transforms your relationships around today, from you being the victim to you being someone who can be in charge and who can really inspire and lead and do things in a way where you aren't humiliated and you don't humiliate other people, and there's no competition and there's no all of this violence and all of the things that go with this card. Instead, it's your own personal space. It's a lack of love and looking for that love within yourself or making space for it so it can come within yourself. If you're someone who despises themselves, first of all, that's no way to live because you're going to be with you for the rest of your life. So you may as well come to terms with yourself, and you may as well make friends with yourself. Today, if you don't find anything redeeming about yourself whatsoever, look in the mirror today and say, wow, look, there is something that I no longer need to beat myself up for. I'm going to let that go. That will be replaced then with something beautiful, because nature doesn't like a vacuum. And if you create a vacuum today, you're guaranteed to get something loving, which will liberate you, which will make you feel less victimized, which will give you more power, and it will give you more options in terms of how you can proceed and succeed in the society that we live in with what you've already got. So this is a wonderful day for self-improvement. and turning things around within yourself, and thereby the vibration you give off, and that will then affect the influence you have on other people, and it will change the vibration of your relationships with other people. You're not going to be seen as such a pushover or doormat today. Number-wise, we've got 13, and 1 is 14, and 8 is 22. 22 is the master number of the builder. So you can really build something inside of yourself. Remember that cupboard with the shelf imagery I did? If you replace one of the evil little gremlins and put an angel there instead, that angel is going to sit there forever, and it's going to kick all the other gremlins out and replace it with all its angel friends. So today can be the start of a wonderful new beginning of you changing your inner dialogue and being willing to change the inner dialogue. That's really the key. And not having to worry about the influence of other people on your life anymore, because you're free and liberated and you're working with something bigger. It's taking your power back, and it's feeling better about yourself and about your options in life. So by the end of Tuesday, you're going to feel richer inside of yourself, and you're going to feel more secure and more protected. Have a lovely day. If you would like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the button on the front page to order your personal reading with me. I use tarot, astrology, and numerology in my reading, so I can answer any questions that you may have. If you like this video, then please hit subscribe and share the video online, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.